everybody. How's everybody doing? Oh my gosh, it's so freezing here in Florida. I know there's so many more places that are so much colder than us. I am so sorry for, oh boy, everybody that has to experience this weather. It is freezing. Not something that Floridians are used to experiencing. Oh my gosh, the poor animals and the homeless people. And I just walked outside to put the trash out, and my hands froze up within like 5 minutes. And I'm not even exaggerating. So I'm like in layers. I came straight home from working and then my side gig that I do, and decided to jump on here because I had a topic today, and I figured, well, everybody's probably going to be inside tonight, if you can be, that is. If you have to be out in this, I wish you the best, for real. I mean, I saw some poor cats, some stray cats huddled up at the back of a convenience store earlier, and I mean, I didn't have a blanket. I had a nice big towel I put down on the back of the building for them. It looked freezing. I mean, oh my gosh, I feel so sorry for. Anyway, let me keep moving. I wished I could help the world and every animal and person that needs it, but unfortunately one person cannot do that. I will say that help whenever you can, in any way you can, and be so thankful you're under a roof. Listen, under a roof, even without heat, is 1,000 times better than stepping outside in that cold. I'm so glad me and my cat, which also came off the street, I'm glad she's had a warm home ever since. Okay, so anyway, the topic tonight is thanks for watching and liking, and you can share with anyone you want to. That is much appreciated. And if you're viewing me from anywhere else in the world, hello. So today's topic is, I was just thinking, well, so what happened was I was out and about, and I was with a friend, a female friend, but it could go whatever you recognize yourself as. And, a guy needed help. A young, nice-looking guy needed help. And, immediately my friend well, we all started talking. He was very nice, don't get me wrong. But the friend was just ready to try to do matchmaker because he's nice looking, like 5 minutes in. For me. Okay, not even remotely what I was thinking, but I know her. So the point of the story, and she doesn't mean any harm. The point of the story is tonight's topic is people meeting someone in 5 minutes and basing their judgment of them upon the person's looks. That is wild. The superficial level of people making choices based upon another person's looks solely, thinking that person's going to be nice because they're good looking. Do you know how many nice looking people I've dated that have been I don't want to put a bad, not what they looked like. Let's just put it that way, okay? Do you know that there's certain words you can't say on here, serial unalivers that have been very nice looking? Do we realize that people do all sorts of terrible and horrible things even though they're nice looking? Okay, so the moral of the story is stop being superficial. That is so dangerous. That is so dangerous. And I don't mean to laugh about it. It's not funny. That is so dangerous. Base your conclusions, is that the right way to say it, on people after you have gotten to know them very well. And even then, be cautious, because 2-3 years in, they can switch up on you. Okay? I'm not trying to be negative, just saying the superficial route is not the way to go. Okay, so let's see what the cards have to say, what the spirit guides have to say, what messages we get about getting into things with people, friends or lovers, based upon superficial reasons. I hope you're all having a good week. I'll take these both because that's just how it happened. And I hope you're staying warm. Okay. I still haven't done this Celtic cross. I'll probably practice on my own before I break it out, just so that it doesn't take me 30 years. Okay. Oh my gosh. I don't know what else. I've done a lot today. I'm a little tired. And I'm just glad to be home. Okay. And I am going to get in even more clothing because I have window units and my house is like a refrigerator. Okay. I think they have some kind of old heat. It's like in the ceiling or something. I don't know. It scared and terrifies me. I've never lived in a house like that before. I like the little place. I like the area. I'm glad to be under a roof, but I think I'll stick to a space heater for a little while and then lots of clothing and blankets. I just like that thing in the ceiling just, I don't know, freaks me out. I'm used to central heat and air. In Florida, we have central heat and air. I know there's a lot of states that don't, but we do. So it's kind of like a little freaky thinking about stuff in the ceiling. I don't even know how it all works. I haven't turned it on one single time. For that matter, I haven't even turned on the air conditioners one single time. I just haven't done that yet. Okay. Anyway. We have knowing, take the first step as our witching hour oracle. We have strength. Nine of Wands. The Lovers. And Wheel Fortune. I'm sorry if you hear my space heater, but I can't turn it off right now. So the only thing that's keeping it livable in here. Strength, the Nine of Wands, the Lovers, and the Wheel of Fortune. I don't know yet. Not sure how I want to take that. Strength is apparent. Strength is strength. Okay. Wands is usually passion of some sort. I'm not sure what Nine of Wands is. The Lovers is the Lovers. Wheel of Fortune is usually a change, like you're either on the bottom of the wheel going up or the opposite way around. It's just spinning you in a new direction. Let's see. Strength. Here we go. Let's see. I'll tell you what I think when I'm done. Strength. Interpretation. Feminine qualities such as patience and diplomacy, as opposed to aggression, combined with courage, will achieve the required results and bring success. The Strength card reveals that you have a reserve of inner strength that provides you with more power than you realize. This can be expressed through quiet determination. This card can also symbolize feminine charms to which men succumb. So that would be the superficial part of it. We'll see. This card, so it's particularly strong in a woman's reading regarding relationships. So you can either have courage to achieve desired results in relationships, or you can use your feminine qualities to attract the superficial, or vice versa. All right, Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands. When Nine of Wands presents itself, it tends to show that you feel as if all your energy has been spent. The road has been long and you just don't feel as if you can go another step. Okay, now let's just stop there for a moment. Although you may feel on the verge of giving up, the message that the Nine of Wands brings is that your success is closer than you think, and that you do actually have the inner strength required to make it. This isn't a time to stop. Having come so far, now is the moment to gather all your reserves for the final push. Perseverance is the key. With courage and determination, your triumphant moment awaits you. Okay. Lovers. Lovers. Simply speaking, it represents human love and relationships. Harmony of combined polarities, male and female, the perfect union expressed through love. Okay, this is not superficial. Yet, with regard to choice, the area of love relationships is perhaps one of the biggest arenas in which we experience personal growth and challenges as we seek to harmonize self with another. As such, our relationship represents choices. This could be the choice of becoming involved in a new romance or choosing to make a commitment in an existing relationship, such as marriage, making choices that will affect both partners. Anyway, the Lovers. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is known as a destiny card. It brings a positive change of fortune unless badly aspected. Can indicate the commencement of a new cycle when, okay. No. It's important to make the most of this fortunate time, for, as with anything, change is always around the corner. All right, I gotta read the Nine of Swords one more time. Nine of Wands. A man dressed for battle guards 8 wands. The 9th he holds before him in readiness to fight, defend, and protect that which he has worked so hard for. He is weary, but he bravely protects his position. 9 is the penultimate number of the suit. So he's going to defend what he's worked for. Alright, So when you're on the verge of giving up, defend what you've worked for. Okay. So we talked about choosing people on a superficial basis and how dangerous that really, really can be. Okay. I don't see that here. What I see is the messages saying, be strong. Okay. Don't use your charms superficially to attract, and don't let other people use their charms superficially to attract you. Have the strength to make wise choices when you're out there in this world for friends or lovers. Okay, use strength and pause. Okay, don't just rush in. Don't just rush in. Oh, they're cute. Okay, yeah, and they might be the devil himself or herself. Okay, be careful. Use strength. You might have already dealt with a whole bunch of superficial wands back here. Okay, 8 of them or more. Could be 800 of them. I don't know what your story is, but the point of the story is you already did that. You already did all those wands right there, okay? So now that you've figured out that you need to have some strength and not be a superficial D-bag, okay? You're gonna defend the stance that you've learned after dealing with all these wands, so that you can attract good lovers and good friends that actually like you because of you, not because of what you present on the outside, or your money, or your car, or your house, or what you have, your status, your jewels, your whatever, okay? Whatever. Your position at work, be careful with the people around you, all right? Who are trying to be charming. Use strength. Okay, so that you can attract the correct lovers, all right? So that then the wheel will spin in a positive direction, and maybe you can continue on with these relationships in a positive manner based on something real and not a bunch of phony bull crap. Okay? That's what I suggest too. Thank you. Thank you, my team. Thank you, God. Thank you. Higher wisdom. Knowing, take the first step. It's very easy to get attracted by shiny things if you don't have strength. All you're going to get is a bunch of wands. Maybe that's what you want. Knock yourself out. There's a whole bunch of people like that out there. I recently just had I'm not making fun of the person. I like them up until this point, but it keeps pushing my patience a little bit. But I realize that I'm a higher level, like mentally than or vibrationally. I'm not, me personally, I'm not a person who gets, it takes a lot for me to notice you, okay? And at that point, I'm not going to be noticing you because I'm like, oh my gosh, look at that package. I'm going to be noticing you because there's something very interesting about you in a lot of different ways, like in the entire package. Mental, creative, whatever the case may be, okay? It is never going to be just because I think they're good looking. So let's just put that out there right now. This is what I'm talking about. So I was sharing stuff about parks and, you know, different things that I like to do. And so I was talking to somebody and I was like, well, I don't hardly let anybody on my social media. I really only have Instagram and this. I don't do any of the other stuff. And we're talking about a small few. What's the very, I'm like, you could go on there, you know, and you can check out parks and stuff in the area, like for you and your family. What's the very first thing they say? Because I just have a normal, nice picture on there, you know, like I always do. I think I took it over here, so I got my glasses on like that. And basically I was told I needed to I don't know what words I'm allowed to say. Be sexy. Take it up a notch, okay? Like, I wasn't even telling you for your opinion. You have an entire family, and you're telling me how I need to look. Isn't there enough trash and promiscuity and just all the disgustingness on all these platforms? Like, I don't feel like I need to do it too. I would rather prefer to go a different direction. Personally. But I did make the statement that corrected it, but it was still annoying nevertheless. You know, there's always somebody trying to tell me how I need to look, dress, wear my hair, wear this, wear. First and foremost, I'm not anybody's fixer-upper, okay? I'm fixed up, okay? I like this right here, okay? I'm completely fixed up, all right? You're not going to fix me up,